You guys see that little red square down there in the corner that says subscribe? Why don't you click on that for me? So I've been talking about doing this video for a little bit about trapping moles. I just got home from work. It is not the typical time of year that I would trap moles, but it's been a really warm winter. Just to show you guys, these are primarily the traps that I use to catch moles. They're pretty simple. Today I'm going to show you step one in the process. Let me make sure we got plenty of wood in the boiler here before this heats our house. Heats our house and supplies our hot water during the winter. Yeah, we're good for a little while. Okay, this winter being pretty mild, the ground stayed pretty soft. So the moles really have not, moles don't take a break. They're always there. During the winter when the ground freezes, you don't see the damage. But as you can see, what I'm doing here is step one in trapping moles. Typically I would get my roller out, but with it being getting below freezing at night, I don't want to fill it up with 200 gallons of water. So I'm going to step down these mole runs as much as I can, because you want to find fresh activity. And just because you see mole tunnels, and it's still, the ground's pretty hard over here, so I don't think this is going to work too well if I put traps out on this side. But see what I'm doing here? Just step them down. What you're going to look for, you're going to come out tomorrow and you will look for areas where they've pushed them back up, and you will know that there's fresh activity in that area. Now I do some side work. I do mole removal and do some nuisance trapping. I don't do it anything major, just here and there. Pick up a few jobs. But and mole removal is probably the most lucrative, I guess you would say. But it's actually pretty simple if you don't mind doing the work. There's a lot of people don't know how to go about it. Now, if you're looking, let's go up here where there's a bunch of activity. All this is actually looks pretty fresh to me. We will see tomorrow what pops back up. You can see you'll get a lot of areas. I mean, it's just, you can't just throw the traps anywhere. What you really want to look for is a straight run, like right here. And you got a nice straight area right here. Now if this popped back up tomorrow, I'll put a trapper right there. Here's another pretty straight run. This looks fairly fresh. This tunnel was actually probably a little deeper. An area like this, they're cleaning out their tunnels. You'll see there's no tunnel around here. Then all of a sudden you'll see a big mound of dirt. As you can see, I trap them out of my yard every year. These come from the neighbors' yards. So you can see on both sides of my yard, they're starting to move in. So but yeah, I mean, we've got a big yard, so a lot of room for them to run around. But this is my first step. Go around different areas, mash down the tunnels. Now, when you're just getting big blowed out areas like this, not a whole lot you can do about that, because those are clean outs. And you would have to dig down, and it's hard to tell how deep the tunnel is where they're cleaning this dirt out of. But look for your runs and mash those areas down. Like I said, a roller does great. I'm not filling my roller up just to empty it out. I don't want to waste that kind of water. Another good place, the best spots, I'll show you over here along my driveway. But a lot of times you'll see tunnels that'll run. I think there might, no, it's just grass puffed up. You'll see tunnels that'll run alongside your concrete. Those are excellent spots to catch moles at. I'm pretty sure I saw a tunnel out here the other day. Around bases of trees, I don't know why. Those are always good spots too. Some tunnels here. But yeah, step one is go around and mash your trails down. If it's summertime and you've got a roller, get that roller out. It's a good trail here. I mean, it's straight shot over to here, so I know, and actually this is what I was talking about. It turns here and they start going down this way. So step these tunnels down. I mean, you don't have to do the whole thing. You can just go a certain way. But that's your first step in locating your moles. And tomorrow we'll come out here and I will look at what's popped back up and we'll start putting some traps out. But basically, with ground moles, what you got to look at is your straighter runs. If you got a run that's straight for 8 to 10 feet, that's typically a travel route. They're going from point A to point B. If you got zigzags, you know, where it's all curved and just going everywhere, kind of like that area there, that's a hunting ground. That is where they are looking for food. So look for your straight rows and step those areas down. All right guys, so it's been a few days since I stepped these down, but as you can see, a lot of these runs have popped back up. This here is a fairly straight run, so I'm gonna go ahead and set a trap in here, and I've got a few that I'm gonna set, but the reason I waited a few days is the ground froze, and once the ground freezes, it gets hard, and the moles will actually go deeper to where they can dig through. So it's warm now, and it's really windy, so hopefully this wind isn't affecting the sound on the camera too much. But I'm going to hand the phone to my assistant, or the camera, not the phone. I'll edit that in. As you can see, I'm running this way. This trap, I'm going to set it. I'm going to step this down first. Set it right in the run. It's going to go in there really easy. And you can just take your foot and press down on it. You want to watch your trigger. Make sure that it is over the center of the run. And that's all it takes for those. You can just keep the camera. Go around and find some more. we actually had a lot of rain yesterday and today, so that might have smoothed things out a little bit. I'm just looking for fresh dirt. Like this, I can tell that that's not that fresh. You can see how rounded off it is. A fresher tunnel, we'll find another one that that way. Right here, you can see this is fresh dirt that's piled up here. And this was not here 2 days ago. So I'm gonna find a straight spot. Like right here, this is pretty straight. So it's here, goes straight over through here. Just step it down. Put your bowl trap in there. Finish it off with your foot. Put a rock or something in there, but that'll be fine. Just push it out of the way. That's pretty much my method for setting up the traps. And I will go on. I'm going to set a few more. I think I brought 7 traps down. Like this here. This is pretty fresh. You can see it's got these fresh cracks in it where they've been going through there since the rain. It just stopped raining this morning, so I know these are active. But I'm going to set some more traps. I've showed you the process. You're close. and we will hopefully have some catches for you tomorrow. Okay, folks. Just got home from work. Figured I'd walk around, check my other traps. The mole traps here. I know I got one trap that's been triggered. I saw it when I pulled in the driveway. It's up at the other side of the yard. Just figured I'd walk around and check the other ones. I think I've got a total of 7 or 8 traps out. But been good weather for them to be moving here the last couple of days. I'm warming up to about 60 degrees during the day. So there, I definitely need to get something put back here in the backyard. I need to roll it. Like I said, that's your best option. If you got a roller, or if you can borrow a roller, that's the best thing to do. Just roll your yard and then look for fresh activity. Don't look like any of these other traps are set off. We got one set off up by the mailbox. So hopefully it wasn't just triggered by the ground freezing overnight. It did get down below freezing last night. Yeah, the rest of these traps are still set. Typically a yard this size should be maybe 2 or 3 in an area like this. One mole to about a 1/4 acre. I don't know if you can see the trap right there. That's what they do when the trap goes off. It just pops right up. So we will look and see. Another way you can tell is sometimes you'll see fresh activity coming up here to it. Let's see if we got one. Feels like we do. There he is. That is a big old Ohio mole. Our moles get huge up here. Typically I wouldn't reset right here, but I'm going to. One thing to watch, see how those jaws are staying open. It's like coyote traps. You want to make sure you ain't got any rocks or anything in between those jaws. That'll close down good. Put it right back in that run. I don't think there'll be any more right here, but you never know. I've seen stranger things. But that's him. That's the vermin right there. That's what we're after. Real blind, guys. I keep them and use them for I'll make a coyote bait out of them. give that a try this year. But, and they have got some of the prettiest fur, just so soft. But that's our average size mole. I've tried other types of traps, and they just are not wide enough in my area. I mean, I guess if you got smaller moles, you'd be all right with a different type of trap, but those seem to do about the best. But all right, guys, well, that's pretty much, you follow those directions and you'll catch some moles. Like I said, I can't give away all the secrets because I do mole removal for a side business, but I give you enough info there that if you got moles ruining your yard, you're now on your way to taking care of that issue. But if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.